Okay, so as of recording this, 7:58/8/3/2023, the same day I recorded and uploaded the video known as as of 7:59/8/3/2023, I have uploaded the video known as Big Channel Announcement Important. You guys get to basically pick what map I get to use. So far, it seems like I'm just going to be using the same map. So yeah, let's hop into this. Okay, let's hop right into this. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everybody's settling down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one that we've been reading together. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, no. I was just kind of waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time any better, is a nice cup of tea. Not to mention yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch her as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me a water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get water. I'm sorry, but I need air. I simply watch her movements. It surprised me the way she moves. Really contrasts her speaking and mannerism, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have a water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just, Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds explaining this to Monica. Oh, we're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with being involved maker in club activities? My mouth gaps. I suppose there's something wrong with that. Let's go, Maker. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Maker, how come, even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as it seems in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions that we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Okay, outside of the game, my brain has a weird thing where if I hear wind, because of the way the house is positioned, wind will come in there and make that whistling, and that whistling, full on, makes my stress level go from like a 2 to a 28 for some unknown reason. I don't know why, it just does. No. Would you hate me if I... for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friends, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Maker, I really like being friends with you. Aha! Thanks, Yuri. Aha! I love in this game when I ask, aha! Because it's so dumb in the places they put it that it's almost amusing. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing the best to make Yuri feel better. Anyways, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once filled up the water pitcher, we returned to the classroom. Maker, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything's fine. Personally, I prefer spearmint or peppermint, one of the two. I love them. They are good. Especially if you get the right amount of honey. I don't remember which one. Or just normal tea. If you get the right amount of honey to tea, you can make full on the perfect, like, let's say your throat's sore. Get some tea, either spearmint and regular, drink it, and bro, I assure you, next morning, your throat's gonna be straight up perfect. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature of the kettle at 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less. I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not expert on tea or anything. Hoo-hoo. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring tea levels. To surprise that she's even started humming a little to herself. So, ever since we got in this club, it has improved her confidence in herself, which is a good thing. At least I think it's a good thing. I don't know. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided I would try to express myself a little bit more. It turns out that it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyways. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Maker. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I'll watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Maker, I have another request. Do you mind to sit on the floor today? What? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can breathe with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pains very regularly. I do the best to manage it. Hold on. What is she doing? Yeah, I don't imagine doing this is very good for your back. With you doing this, I imagine your back is very much in pain. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. She retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies I kept hidden from Sayori's candy raider. I take it since it'll go well with tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our side, as if in sync. We both seem reading the book position at the same time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer till our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kinda cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I always presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Yeah, are you sure? Well, if I touch them, I might get smudges on the page. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any hard of a time reading it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy, pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. But that means I can't stop her. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs confirmation of what just happened. Maker? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in the kind of context, but...
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has got really tense. No, it's gotten weird. I am a weird individual. I can confirm. You have made it to first base. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell her expression. Even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I usually take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri averted her gaze. I notice that her chest is raising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Light before Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Oh, this is getting weird. Okay, everyone. Oh my god, Monica. Thank you for saving me. Oh, Monica came in clutch, guys. I thought shit was about to go weird. What? Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Maker, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broke. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much of a word between us. I get the feeling that neither of us will have the courage to bring it back up. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri, of course, because I picked her this playthrough, so I might as well. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri shows a poem, surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Make her. This one might even better than the one yesterday. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes out, collects her thoughts. I know Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friend? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyways, do you want to share your poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happens in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That's what I believed at first. I noticed strange tendencies as if unordinary human. I give the raccoon, well, all one that a raccoon that is fed will always be back for more. The exciting beauty of cutting knife was the symphony. The bread was my hunger, curiosity. The raccoon, a urge. The moon enhanced his face and affects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light glistened in my eyes. My raccoon friend, I sliced bread fresh and soft. The raccoon became excited. Oh, perhaps I merely projected my emotions onto a newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that it's gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread always handy every time I banish the cuffing knife. The raccoon shows its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic. Ponier condition. I slice the bread and feed myself again. Okay, so I believe going on in this poem is she's referring to me as the player character, as the raccoon, and her as herself, I assume. As in, as she's noticed over the 2 days that we've become exceedingly leaning more towards her than anyone else. And she's noticed that we get more excited as the days go on. She has to take more and more time and get rid of the barrier she's built up. Or seeing how she writes, that's what I'm going with. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a little more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. I'm smarter than the protagonist. I have no idea how this got there. Neither do I know what that is. I smacked my PC and all of a sudden all the audio cut out. I think I figured out why. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imaginary and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express myself, to feel forming, to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's the sort of things I usually force to keep to myself. So, sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Maker? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everybody has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, some things can make us uncomfortable. After all, if I've learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would have probably hated myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't that many people like you, Maker. That's exaggerating a bit. Reel me for a second. I just kind of chill. Now, if people talk about something I expressly either A, can't really talk about, B, can't relate to, or C, have no idea about it, usually I'd be like... Usually I would interject here or something and be like, yeah, but da-da-da, or... I see your point, but because of da-da-da, I haven't really gotten into it, so it's like... I understand where you're coming from, but as an outsider, personally, I can't, so... And school is extremely tiring. I am always tired now, and that's just going to be how videos are made. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you are to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, Sayori. Ooh! I like this one, Maker. It has some nice feeling in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out whether poems are good or bad. That's just why I go with by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a very important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. She prefers more emotional. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Do you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself for once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Yeah. Well, I don't really know what you mean by that, but I'll keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes I like a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like when things are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. It makes a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Maker. I should write that down then. Huh. You read my poem, okay? Battles. I pop off my scalp like a lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing off like a little bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb, my forefinger, and plug it out. It's a warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle and keep it safe. And I put that bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. In a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle I start like a make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friend, more bottles. Deeper my finger goes, like exploring a dark cave. Discovering secret hidings in the nooks and crannies. Digging, scraping. I blow the dust off the bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time escaped my empty shelf. I could use some more. My friends look through my locked front doors. Finally, all done, I open up. And in come my friends. In they come in a hurry. Do they want bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelves, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, shattered all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends. My friends aren't smiling. They're shouting, pleading, sometimes, but all I hear is echo. Echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap! Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe it's because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I think I'm too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way, even if it helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You gotta be pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing till I die. Haha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it, be it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing a passion in her eyes, it makes me harder to be pessimistic. Yeah, I should save now. Because now there's probably going to be an argument or something. Nasuki. I like your last one better. Yeah, really? Well, yeah, I could tell you're a bit more daring with this one, but you're really not good enough for that yet. It felt flat. That may be true, but I wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring that all out. I mean, I like your poems that aren't too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy to have more meaning just by using annoying, complicated language. Just make it simpler, cute, and to the point. Yuri head over heels for all the cryptic nonsense, but I see through the BS. Nah. Making your readers look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way of looking at it. Well, everyone has their own opinions, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, that's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps privacy. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite longer than yesterday. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogs. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. I think anyone would agree with that subject of the poem is ignore jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy or relate to. Everyone has the same kind of weird hobbies or a guilty pleasure. Sometimes I get afraid if people find out and they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares if somebody really likes something as long as they're not hurting anybody and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect one another. Linking weird things, that's funny. Yuri wrote something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She made her poem about unusual hobbies of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people should really did make people feel insecure. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird. I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Suki was troubled finding her words. I guess I shouldn't be so mean to her. I feel if she feels insecure about her weird behavior and stuff, I mean, I always hate people making me feel insecure. Yuri makes me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it sounds like as she learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless if there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. I want to make people just not feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one tomorrow, so look forward to it. And Monica. Hi, Game Maker. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. I'll take that. As long as it's not getting bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This is a good one. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imaginary is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you find inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. Can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature and it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get that much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what's going on in that head of hers? Hopefully you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I meant, she didn't wish... I wish she didn't keep her too much of herself, but still, defending her like that? You must be pretty into her. You're completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispered the last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh well, I know. I was just saying. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Okay. Weird. The colors. They won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless gone for the meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Shine, gone to contingency. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Huh. It's more abstract than the last one. Haha. I guess just the way I read. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just not a... I guess I never really seen this before. I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines is shortly would make you think that they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's all for me to tell what it's about. Sometimes asking what a poem is about is not the right question. A poem can be as abstract as physical expressions or a feeling, or conveying with the reader. So putting it away, not every poem is about something. Anyways, here's my writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. Where rapids, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? This is my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poem, right? I have something extra planned today. So if anybody could cut and sit in front of the room, is this about the festival? Well, I'll start up. Do we really have to do something like that for the festival? It's not like we can put anything together good in a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decisions. Suri's writing on posters, and I've really designed some pamphlets during this event. This video is definitely way over my usual time limit, so... Anyways, till we meet again, see you in the next one! Like, subscribe, comment down below, keep in mind. Head to the big channel announcement and, leave your votes, 1 or 2. This is a very important thing. But yeah, till we meet again, see you in the next one, bye!